For generations, people have been concerned about their reputation, their honor. When civilizations popped up and formed small cities and communities, merchants would trade with one another based off of a handshake, a promise, a contract of some sort. And if they didn't come through, their reputation would be ruined forever. Now, this would affect their lives dramatically because that reputation would follow them through wherever they go. Because back then you couldn't go far anyway. So you had to do the right thing. You had to be honorable. Your honor was literally your life. So in philosophical discussions with friends and family, whenever we talk about economy, it usually comes up a reputation system, not run by a government, but each other. Something where we can provide input about each other on a peer-to-peer basis. And I've taken that idea and I've tried to bring it to the next level, and I think I've done that. So I have created what is called a peer-to-peer integrity platform, and that platform is called Bymyhonor.com. Now, Bymyhonor.com is set up like a social media site where each user will create an account. Now, your account must be your actual name, as it is in your birth certificate or your passport or your ID, because you have to go through a verification process and get validated. Now, validation is one of the key components to this platform, so it's got to be as solid as I can possibly make it. And when you get validated as a user and verified that you are who you are, our admin processes will give you a score of 1 through 10 based off of a 5-star system. Now, each star is worth 2 points, and your validation score in this example would be 9. In this example, 10. Now, I'm not going to go into the validation process, but it is a key component that you are who you are in Bymyhonor.com when you sign up. So after you are validated and you have your profile set up, you can begin performing transactions. These transactions are what we call honor notes. Let's take, for example, Billy here and Gary. So Gary owns a Lamborghini, and Billy has a hot date tonight and he wants to borrow the Lamborghini. Billy has been known to not return the lawnmower on the weekends, and you have to ask him and bother him repetitively to fulfill his contracts and obligations when he borrows things from his neighbors, like Gary. And Gary knows this. And Billy wants to borrow that Lamborghini, and he says, Gary, I'll bring it back clean, full of gas, and intact. And Gary says, fine, that's great, Billy. You're my buddy. I trust you. However, since Billy has an account on Bymyhonor.com and Gary has an account on Bymyhonor.com, why not build an honor score? So Gary says to Billy, I'm going to make you an honor note so that you can use this Lamborghini and fulfill a contract under your name. So Gary writes up an honor note and submits the details of that honor note to Billy. Now, Billy has a choice. Billy can accept this honor note or he can delete it. And that way, it creates a two-way system. Gary creates the honor note, sends it to Billy. Billy gets to decide whether or not he accepts the honor note. So Billy decides to accept the honor note. So the honor note now belongs to Billy's profile. And since he accepted that profile honor note, Gary now has the option to close that honor note out, negative or positive, when Billy returns the Lamborghini full of gas and clean and undamaged, just as Billy promised. Now, when Gary closes him out, it creates an honor score for Billy. Each honor note adds to the value of an honor score. So if you have one honor note and you complete it, and Gary closes it out positive, Billy's honor score would be 100%. If Gary closed it out negative, it would be 0%. And those numbers differ according to how many honor notes you have and how they've been closed out. So if you had 4 honor notes and one was closed out negative and the rest were closed out positive, then you would have a 75% honor score. But since Billy upheld his contract, as Gary knew he would, he closes him out positive. And that will increase his honor score. Now, because Gary built and sent the honor note, that makes Gary the owner of the honor note and Billy the holder of the honor note. And that gets important for disputes and other processes within the platform. And this platform generates wealth through the use of credits. So instead of a subscription or some sort of a monthly fee, on bymyhonor.com, you pay for what you use. And that's how Bymyhonor will generate wealth. It'll also utilize advertising to help fill in any gaps that we might need. And it's a relatively decent way to earn some income. So we will utilize advertising. And bymyhonor.com will also accept cryptocurrencies. Now, what is the big deal about having an honor score for Billy? So let's say Billy now goes in for a job interview. Billy wants to have a job, and the employer decides to Google Billy's name. Billy's name comes up, and his honor score is right there for the world to see. And that honor score is there for 7 years minimum. So if Billy wanted to, he could pay some credits to delete the honor score that Gary provided for him if it was negative. However, it would count down to 7 years until that deletion could occur, unless there was a dispute that was settled differently. However, on a natural course, the honor score will stay there for at least 7 years for that particular honor note. And if he has multiple honor notes, the employer can look at each honor note if the employer also has a bymyhonor.com account, which is, it's a great way to search each other out, kind of measure each other's quality of character and capacity to perform with contracts and make obligations come through. And bymyhonor.com is a reputation system that can be utilized for everyone in the world. It's not something like a credit score, which is exclusive to Americans. And I think that adding Bymyhonor accounts to things such as Craigslist or eBay or other types of cryptocurrency transaction websites will help increase people's capacity to perform and fulfill obligations. We all have a responsibility to own whatever it is we promise and obligate ourselves to. Bymyhonor will fill that niche. And I hope that you will find that this idea is something that will be of worth and value to the world. I know myself, I've had situations where I have been scammed or lied to, and results didn't come through on particular contracts. Bymyhonor would have given me the opportunity to at least close out that bad performer with some negative feedback that would last so that other people could search him out on the internet and not be bamboozled the same way that maybe I have been and many others. With that in mind, I want to thank you for your time and have a great night.